Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we are going to talk about why Markdown beats Microsoft Word or any other word processor. As a matter of fact, here we are going to talk about escaping the what you see is what you get trap. It may look really nice in theory, but it has a lot of side effects, which I'm sure you have come across during your publishing journey. Then we are going to talk about the version safety and, most importantly, future proofing your manuscript, because you should always have control of your own writings. Let's talk about the core problem. What you see is what you get versus what you see is what you mean. Now, what is the difference? The word illusion. This is a trap for authors. You spend hours tweaking visual spacing on your screen and only to realize the Amazon KDP compiler interprets those hidden spaces completely differently and it breaks. It does not look good while you're publishing your book. The layout is not what you expected. Things have gone haywire. The table is broken. The images are falling off the page and so on. Now let's talk about the plain text solution, which is what you see is what you mean. What does that mean? You simply tag the meaning of the text. Example, this is a heading. This is a quote. You never manually position anything. The rendering engine, in our case, it's Quarto, handles 100% of the visual layout rules flawlessly. Let's talk about what's under the hood. Bloat versus plain text. A docx file is actually just a simple zip folder packed with complex XML files, proprietary formatting tags, and hidden styling histories. Every time you copy paste from the web into Word, you inject invisible junk code that eventually corrupts your file. We have all seen that. We do our research online, we find something on a website, we copy it, and we paste it in Word, and suddenly it's in a completely different font, completely different layout, completely different color, and it breaks all your hard work. Then you have to reset everything, reselect the font, reselect the layout, recolor the text to your original text, match it, etc. and etc. You know the pain, right? That's why you are here. A Markdown file is purely an alphanumeric characters file. It has zero hidden code, zero formatting bloat, and zero chance of mysterious formatting jumps. Understood? Let's quickly talk about the version control nightmare, the file trap. Traditional workflow leads to endless confusing file duplications. For example, draft version 4 final.docx. Tracking exactly what has changed is practically impossible in this kind of workflow. Now, where does the true safety lies? Plain text enables Git style version control. Now, what is Git? We will get into that in a future video. You can track exact line by line changes over the years and instantly roll back to a previous version. See how powerful that can be? And finally, the absolute security. Because text files are mere kilobytes, they sync instantaneously to the cloud. Never lose a single paragraph to a software crash again. All right. Proprietary document formats tie your intellectual property to a specific company's software subscription. Old formats often become unreadable. We have come across such issues. A plain text file that is created in the 1970s can still open in a fraction of a second on any modern device today. May it be a Mac or a Windows or an iPad or an iPhone or an Android, whatever. Your manuscript belongs to you forever, and it is completely independent to any software vendor. Now, what is AI synergy? AI speaks in plain text, believe it or not. Large language models perform terribly when asked to output into Word formats. They inevitably inject broken, conflicting styling. The native language of LLMs is Markdown. It understands hash marks and asterisks perfectly, making generation and editing seamless. copy-paste free translations. When you build a publishing workflow on plain text, translating your book into foreign languages happens without even touching the layout. Do you see the power of simple plain text as Markdown? Now, the question is, are you ready to ditch Microsoft Word or any other publishing software? In the next episode, I'm going to show you how to install Quarto on your system and set up our writing workshop. Okay? Sit back, relax. It is going to be a joyful ride. See you in the next video.